Good morning. How we doing? We've got building today. How are you? We've got Termican, Ravenlord, Painted Soul, welcome in. Hornerex, hello. We've also got Avian, JPick, hello. William, hello. Do you like what I have chosen? Musto, Mad Side Butts, hello. How we doing? Scott spinning. Who else we got? I think we got it. We got it. How we doing today? We are Mondayin'. We're gonna take a super chill, just build stream. I want to get some new projects built, just ready to go, have for stream. So that's the plan. Magnus looks really different in the art a little bit. So here's his art card. Yeah, this is Magnus. I've been working on him kind of on and off between bathroom remodel stuff. I've also got his wings, but I want to finish him. So we've still got his like staff and a few details to finish for him. We've also got this Praetor, which is part of the Thousand Sons commission that we're doing, so they'll go together in the same project. And then you guys mentioned like summer projects, and I thought of her, and yeah, I think we're gonna start her today as well. So that's what I've got. We're gonna start with Warhammer though, Will. So we're gonna take her off for now. For now, I want to get Magnus started. I was gonna say we've got all kinds of we got flesh here on stream. Now I'll zoom in a little bit here. But yeah, we'll start with Magnus because I want to get him finished up. Praetor is going to take all of like 5 seconds, so I just want to get them all together. What are you guys up to today? How we doing? Metro, welcome in. How are you today? I hope work goes well. It's good to see ya. I was telling chat, we just need to get some projects prepped. So this is where I left off, was the wings. Oh, I think I left it right on the instructions. Yep, okay. So next we have staff, we have the glowy ball, and then they actually start to put them together here, but I've already done that. So we're gonna go ahead and dive in. What are you guys up to today? I'm gonna go with this sweet staff, I think. Let me just catch up here. 1 second. Okay, staff it is. 1d6. That is a large piece. Large piece. Oh, my 3-month-old's having gas issues. He's not a happy camper. I'm so sorry. I hope he's feeling better here soon. Only a few minutes of work left for Painted Soul. Let's go. Will love it. Absolutely. Will DM'd Scott and said he wants you to make Magnus into a goth mommy. I'm on it. I mean, we can swap some stuff out, you know? It's not that bad. See, Decker, welcome in. Salamander, hello. How you doing? Magnus not too far off from me to Cyber Goth. Pretty close. Pretty close. Welcome in, Real Deal. How are you? What you up to today? We are building Magnus. I did no such thing. That is slander. I don't believe you. You think I'm gonna believe you over my husband? My own husband? Alright, let's get staff and then ball. So 27 and 28. Get all this clipped out and then we will clean it all up. Plants of the most perfidious nature. How is that call going, Will? Are we feeling good for today, being on a call? What is everyone else up to today? Are we doing some hobby? I know a lot of us at work. But what else do we have going on? I lied 30 minutes left. Oh no. Your clock's going the wrong way. The wrong way. I hate it here. Some to pick up the Legionaries kit yesterday. I built them into the Chosen. Not a fan of the current Chosen. 1 model pre-made sculpt. That's fair. Yeah, especially when you have like some of those new boxes like right off the bat. You just have like the one pose over and over and over. That's gonna be tough. Oh, today's a holiday. Nice. Paint the Storm Surge. How is that going, Mad Safe? I have not painted one of those. How is it so far? Rise, welcome in. Hi, Farm. Hello. How we doing today? With proper application of sculpting, it could be Morticia instead of Magnus. I like it. I like it. This staff is crazy, crazy fungly. I'll go ahead and get this cleaned up. I don't think I realized he had an option. I'm wondering if I need to go ahead and email I think we can go ahead and get it cleaned up just in case. But yeah, I think I've always just thought of the staff. So I might just clean them both up and then I'll send an email and we'll attach whatever one we want to go with. Very, very thin piece here. Gonna go ahead and file this down. Work. More work than Bushido work. Followed by work. What is what my day looks like? Fireforge, welcome in. Glad to see ya. Thanks for adding us to your day here. How was your weekend? Ravenlords today. Day off today and tomorrow. Go to the gym in the morning. Housework and hockey watching today. Concert tomorrow. Very nice. Hopefully Game 7 goes well here for you. I will probably tune in or at least have it on in the background to see how it goes. I'm doing good. How are you? Pretty good. The shower is tiled. We still have to do the floor of it, so the pan of the shower, but Scott and I can do that ourselves. So father-in-law took off this morning. He is headed back home. Now it's in Scott and I's hands to finish it up. So we've got the shower pan left. Oops. We've got the walls need to be primed and painted. And then we put in the new vanity, put the toilet back, and then bathroom is done. I'm excited. Excited. I'm willing to do the monopost things with cultists, but not with my legionnaires. That's fair. That makes sense. Or the things you don't really care so much about. The things you're going to be removing anyway from the table, right? Then it's not a big deal. Will he be normal or special paint? What? Suggest use fire, but that would be counterproductive. You have a bad idea, Avian. I'm here for it. Here to support the bad ideas. Sounding the very loud saw and start chopping up stuff. We have to do, I was gonna say, he had something. The rest of the drywall, we have to texture. He did say he has to do that after stream. Because every time we, like, texture the wall, Sadie thinks someone's knocking on the door, and she goes ballistic. So, we will have to wait. Have a green tide army for Daddy Sullivan to play when he comes over. He used to have one. He used to play orcs. Yeah. He had hundreds of boys. He had a Stampa. He had boys. He had some of the trucks. He had one. And I think he sold most of it. I don't know if he has some of it still. Normal red. Oh, I'm sorry. Magnus will be close to box art. Yes, sorry. If that's what you're asking, he'll be close to box art. Yeah. Mason, what you up to today? Anna Norman, how we doing? We are trying to finish building Magnus. I've been kind of building him off and on throughout the remodel, and I just want him done. We're just gonna have a super chill, just hang out, build day today. What are you guys up to? How was everyone's weekend? If we didn't get to chat yesterday, what was everyone up to this weekend? Ours has been remodel. I did go get new ink. So there is Vegeta. I'm gonna just turn this way because it's easier. Pickle's down there by my elbow. And then Goku in his yard rat fit. It's centered to the back of the arms. It's a little tough to show on stream. But all of my filler episode fits are now on. We didn't have time for color because she had someone right after me. She had another appointment. So I will schedule that. She said it's only 2 weeks and I can go back. So I went to look at her schedule though, and she is pretty booked. So I need to grab something real quick. She's like booking into July. So I need to see what I can grab. Oh, you have a holiday today too, Termican? Nice. I was sliding scale ahead of tolerance of what monopose, as is what needs to be kit bash, sculpted, personalized. I always admire the people that do like a lot more of the customized stuff. I can say for me, if it's like infantry dudes, yeah, it's whatever. I don't really care. Some characters and stuff I like to go a little bit more. So it's cool that you've got kind of an idea of what you want to change, what you'll leave the same. It's a cool way to do it. Can you rotate the camera? I'm on it. Cultists and Drella are one end, things like leaders on the other. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I feel like a lot of people in that same kind of mindset. The new Orc Codex is simple, similar to the Space Marine Codex, all the ones that came before. No more Orc clans, but you can guess which clans go where. So it's more like detachment-based now, isn't it? Kind of however you want to run them, you just take that. Okay, that bot announcement is too often. I need to change that. Well, that was a sad day yesterday. The manager of Liverpool FC stopped along with a couple of players. But other than that, great weekend. Glad it was a good weekend. Favorite death skulls are kind of Al, Dreadmob. Perhaps then the Evil Sons do not have 100% fit. Oh, okay. So some of them don't quite work the way they used to. I feel like that's what someone else in chat also said. That by removing them, some of them weren't quite a good fit anymore. Demon Prince I post in the Discord. I'm going to have a centerpiece to my Cat Space Marine army. Yeah, things like that is fun. I think, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Leaders get a little extra love. And it looks so cool. Good ideas with the tendrils. Alright, here's this. And this fits here somewhere. Line up the indents. Right here. Maybe. I need to file something. Not quite fitting right. It's Clue. Thought you were about to paint without a base coat. Didn't look like something you do. Yeah, it's Tamiya, so it's the plastic cement. I really like it for all my plastic builds. So we'll use this for this. I do have to use super glue on that resin miniature we've got. But for this, we're going to start here and dive on in. Sorry, I want to get this lined up real quick. There we go. I was distracted. Gonna undercoat the small boy tonight. Yes, I'm glad you've got a nice, fun, small project there, Painted. So, Jazzy, welcome in. How are ya? Congrats on your climbing this weekend. That's super exciting. That is a lot of... I didn't realize you could do like 10 climbs at the same time. That's a lot. I'm sore. I'm so sore. Recovery day here. I'm so happy with the new Nid monster base. It's turquoise perfect contrast to the pinks and the purples of the skin. Good. I'm glad you found a good one to work for them. Good, good. Alright, I'm gonna let that sit. Let's get the arm that's gonna hold either of these weapons. Because again, I'll probably need to email and make sure I get... I have a feeling it's gonna be the staff, but I want to make sure. 29, where is it? Before I glue anything, we should double check. Going to the cinema tonight with a friend. Gonna watch the new Planet of the Apes. Nice. Nurgle Matthew, welcome in. How are you today? We are building some Thousand Sons. I've got Magnus I've been kind of working on and off. I've got a Praetor we need to build. And we might switch to Kingdom Death. I just need to get some new projects prepped. What are you up to? I feel like this is it. 29. Yep. And then play one I want to watch. Deadpool and Wolverine next month. Heck yes, I'm excited for that. Yeah, is anyone watching anything right now? Movies, TV shows? What do we got, chat? I'm excited to get back to the X-Files this week. I've missed it. I've missed it. Like, this week is going to be a lot of just getting back to things. I've got to do a bunch of admin stuff. I've got to do some stream stuff. I think this Wednesday I'm going to just record the April challenge right after we do Ace Attorney. So it's a lot of... all the things I kind of put on the back burner because the remodel was going on. We gotta pull them back up front. Talk of holidays, I was going, is it a holiday? I work as a federal contractor in the US, so I was double thinking myself into a circle. Yeah, we've got, I think, Canada, and sounds like some of Europe is off today. Here in the States, we get next week with Memorial Day. Which, I'm trying to decide if I take some time for that. I feel like I might. I feel like I need it. I feel like I need it. You miss the X-Files or really just miss Slam? Both. I miss my Slam time. I miss both. You see some Drag Race just started. It's good. Good. Good, good. We've got to catch up on our anime. I had finished Shogun. That was very good. I don't think there's anything else I want to watch. Holiday in Denmark, too. Let's see. Avian Watch, Wicked Little Letters, a period piece between World War I and World War II. Oh, interesting. Find something else to watch? Well, we need to finish X-Files. Yeah, we gotta finish X-Files. We're still just season 8, so we've still got, what? One more, like, old season, the movie, and then I think it's the new seasons when they try to reboot it. So we've still got a fair amount left. Yeah, we've got a fair amount coming still. Flame season 3 is on Crunchyroll now. Nice. I think I really like the new Doctor as well. I think Scott said the same. He was enjoying it. He was getting back to Doctor Who. I may try it at some point. I don't know. I'm not feeling Doctor Who at the moment. I liked some of the previous Doctors, but not feeling it right now. Titan, welcome in. How are you? So I actually need to email and make sure. I'm cleaning up both just in case. I feel like staff is going to be the answer, but I wanted to double check. How are you? I remember when we talked about it, we talked about like the face option and things like that, but I don't think mentioned a weapon option, so I'm going to double check before I glue anything. We'll just get it cleaned up just in case. What you up to? You can ask him. I was going to say, if you're already chatting, go for it. Otherwise, I can email him after stream. It's not a big... It might actually... I'll probably leave it separate anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Yeah. Not a huge deal. It feels like a good embodiment of how good the Doctor is. Nice. It is fun to see how they kind of make the character their own, too. Like, that's always fun when you get a regeneration. What way they want to take the Doctor. Alright. This will be the arm that holds whatever we're going with. We can go ahead and get this on once we get it together. Magnus has been a nice build. I've built one before a while back. I couldn't quite remember if he was fiddly or not. There's definitely some seam lines I'm gonna take extra care with when we get them together before I prime. Yeah. Not a big watch person. Mainly do audiobooks and audio dramas. Just finished Random in Death. Pulp Police Murder series. Wife is super into, so I can listen to. I have another thing to talk about. Re-listening to Innocent in Death because of a reference in Random. Nice. I wish I could do audiobooks. I have to see something. I'm a very visual person, so I think I'm the opposite. If I put an audiobook on, I tend to tune out after about 10 minutes. I just treat it like music. I'm not really listening. So I tend to be the opposite. And then when we do watch something, I need something to, like, fiddle with. So, like, when we're watching X-Files, I'm usually painting. Just to keep my hands busy. Arco, hello! Oh, you did. I'm sorry. I feel bad if you were doing something. But we were trying to figure out if you have a preference of staff or, I guess, sword. I just went ahead and cleaned up both. They'll be sub-assemblies anyway. The Titan was like, I can ask. It's like, well, don't bother him, but... But how are you today? Just the sword. All right. Staff, we'll save that for something else. Sword it is. They both look cool. They're both cool options, I think, is the... Can be the tough part, right? They both look good. How are you? Sorry to pull you in here. I've got that. I've also got our little Praetor here to finish up. So I've got him. He got a resin bath the other day. His spa day. Get him together. Aramon's waiting for primer for when they're both ready. Can you have the staff then? Sure. Why not? Ask Bargolo. Think, how you doing today? What you up to? Everyone's just looting Magnus now. What a very orky thing to do. What a very orky. Can I have that? Doing fine and awesome. Glad to see the Thousands are getting some awesome new models. Yes, I am very excited to work on these. And then today I'm going to order all the third-party bits. So those can be on the way while we're working on these. We doing the thing. Nice to get back to hobby stuff after silly bath remodel for a couple of weeks. Amy says, help! I need to paint Orc Dread so it looks like scuff, but not painted scuff. What are you wanting to add? Is that just weathering, or? What are we doing here, Avian? Set the scene for me. We did blaze through the salamanders, yep. We did. So they are waiting. One squad needs decals. I think it's the Infernus, since they have the... They're the easy build, so they didn't have a way to do the custom, or the upgrade shoulder pads. So they need decals. The biologists need decals. Figured I would do all those at once. Leave Magnus shirtless? I guess that is another option we need to figure out. I assumed armor, but we could. Sure could. Weathering, I guess. You're going to be looking at weathering powders. Some stippling. Lots of stippling, probably. If there's anything I can help with, Avian, let me know. Alright. So, not doing the staff. We've got the sword. Okay, we're getting to the cloth and things, which I will probably leave separate for painting, just so I can airbrush those a lot easier. And then, let me actually check out the... So if we leave him shirtless... Yeah, we're gonna do the armor. Prefer the armor, yeah. I was just wondering if it was an option. I was just taking a look to see what actual spots there were. But armor it is. Make it look ramshackle. Rust, paint chipping, whatnot. Yes. Have you done the... Is it the salt weathering? Have you tried that before, Avian? That had kind of a cool effect. Scott did that on one of the truck kits, and it looked really neat. I don't know if you've... I'm sure you've seen it, but I don't know if you've played with it. Shirtless against TOS. Cancel. Hashtag cancel Magnus. His glistening abs are all the armor he needs. So I actually have a Magnus, and he is magnetized. For shirt or no shirt. Oh, I've not done the salt weathering. What do you use to stick it on the model? Look it up, I guess. I was trying to remember. I think at one point you use hairspray, but I don't remember what step in the process that is. If you wanted something new to play with, that might be fun for you, Avian. Is the only reason I mention it. Magnus ties. There you go. The Pillarman music play. Yes. Yes. Hey, doesn't get the armor go over the chest? It does, yes. He's got kind of little bits of armor. So we've got some on the legs here. We've got more will go on his thighs. We're kind of building up to some more of it. How are you today? How was your weekend? Hairspray? Well, I mean, we just picked up super cheap hairspray. I also don't use it. We just picked it up for the leather. But I think that helps to either hold the salt on or... I would look it up, but I think that's what we used when we did it. Rymir, welcome in. How are you today? Yeah, we got to get Magnus into the hot tub category. Welcome in. All of you are too thirsty. Well, you say that, but I think I started it by showing... We're probably going to build her today, too. So I think it's my fault. I think it's my fault. We can't blame chat for this one. Normally we can blame chat. I don't think it's chat's fault today. Hey, yo! So that's Kingdom Death. I think she's gonna be my, my kind of summary project here. That is the... What is her title? I think it's just Summer Goth? Summer Goth Twilight Knight. I'm sure she will be up for sale again this year. Your hair will look great, says Jathic. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Slam. How are you? Magnus the Thirsty, that's right. My favorite part, and I think this is just what I'm going to call him from now on, is when you're building... Okay, so they have the name in all the different languages. And I really like Magnus Le Rouge. Magnus Le Rouge. Trying to see if any of the others were fun. But yeah, I just kept calling him that yesterday. Oh, we got hashtag free the nipple Magnus. We do, at least for now. You will get some armor later. How are you, Slam? What you up to? I need to cut that other pizza. Okay. You said I was safe just for a second. Just for a second. I just wanted to show. Magnus is hotter than the goth girl. We've got something for everyone today. You know? Something for everyone. Have you ever done alternate heresy Primarchs or anything? I have not. I have not. I've seen some projects for it though, and they're pretty cool. I was like, croissant? Magnus croissant? It's a stage name, yeah. Yeah. You're welcome, Avian. It's been stuck in my head for the last couple days. You're welcome. Magnus is the goth girl? I like it. This is my new headcanon. Yep. We're just getting him beach ready. That's all. My new headcanon. Is anyone else doing some hobby today? What have we got? Today, I mentioned I've got a whole bunch of admin to catch up today. I've got photos to take and edit and send. I've got some quotes and stuff I need to send. So if you've been waiting for an email from me, I'm going to try and get all that done today. Now that we have our house back. Get myself caught up. Might do a little airbrushing. We'll see how much we get built today. And then, yes, the biologist has its monster ready to go. Oh, I don't think I showed you, Argello. I took Titan's nids and put that as the stuff on its face. So now you've beaten up his nids as well. But he also needs a decal. That's why he's sitting up there to remind me. He's just helping me get all the other projects together. Warpsmith Chris, welcome in. How are you today? Let's see. Reimer says, I'm trying to decide what project to start. Ooh, Nids or Necrons? How much of these projects do we have? Is that like a combat patrol or something? Got like characters. Corvus and Kurz are absolutely the goth girls. Magnus is the trope of the bookish girl who takes off glasses. Yes, lets her hair down. Suddenly it's Anne Hathaway. I mean, it is a lot of hair. I think you're onto something here, Slam. His hair is like 7 pieces on its own. So I think you're onto something. But since after focusing so much on Blood Bowl, I'd like to do some more detailed projects today. How did Blood Bowl go yesterday? How did it go? Let's see, Maximum Pink is batch painting 15 Hearthguard and a champion today for Votan. Let's go. That's awesome. I have Bully Titan's nids a lot. Well, now you have, I've given you a souvenir. I've given him a souvenir. Alright, leave that separate for painting. Dropping stuff. Put these to the side. Don't need this either. Alright, now it's armor time. I'll get that arm in a little bit. Wings off. Combat patrols of both. I'm biased towards Nid. But I'm curious, what color scheme do you have in mind for the Necrons? This is my favorite part of the Princess Diaries, when Anne Hathaway summoned her full prowess over the warp to shatter the psychic defenses of Terra and caused a global calamity. You know what? Then I would watch it, because I don't think I've ever seen it. Would you like to see a write-up for one of the couple Primarchs of the All series? Oh, it did a little back. If you want to put it in the Discord, absolutely. Throw it in. No, you're good. Thank you for asking. But yeah, absolutely throw it in the Discord. I know a lot of people here in the community would probably like to see that. But since I also grabbed some of the new Army Painter Fanatic paint while I was at the store, want to try it out. Curious to see what you think, but Warpsmith says, not bad. Waiting for my squads to come in. Ooh, for Fallout Wasteland Warfare. Very nice. But says, for Blood Bowl, it was extremely fun. I tied my game. Everyone was very nice. I love that. Good. Glad it was a fun community and a fun day for you. I'm sorry, Titan. I had to. I had to. It's okay. Here soon enough, I'll get all of you on each other's bases. It'll be great. Don't even worry about it. Alright, we're gonna start working on this armor. Let's see. I've played my first session of the tabletop RPG. Oh, Rogue Trader! What do we think so far? I know that's probably early. But what do we think so far? That says I was 2 rolls from winning my game, so typical for me. It's a solid, all right film. Gotcha. I won't prioritize it then. I was telling chat how much I miss the X-Files and getting to hang out. I think I'll X-File instead. At least for now. 60-30. Where is everything? I don't think I need this one any— oh, wait. We do. Got the nipple horns and some other bits. Weasel, hello, how are you? Which area of the Discord? I think hobby chat would be alright for that. I would say if you want to post anything, as long as it kind of makes sense, we're not super strict about the categories, so if you think it fits, it probably does. It was fun to play in the 40k verse. I like that you can do so many like different stories too. Like maybe if there's an area of the lore you want to explore more. Having the like RPGs can be a fun way to do that. X-Files do be fun. Just curious how these next seasons are gonna go here. Been kind of wild without our boy. Still learning the rules and all the myriad and skills, talents, actions, yeah. It's always interesting like picking up a new system and things too. A lot of things that I know I am someone, I try to do something like try and relate it back to D&D or something. I'm trying to learn the system and what you can and can't do. All the new rules you get to learn. Hobby chat for lore stuff, yeah. Is there ever Andrew falling into the void? Soon he'll be back. I hope so. Well, I know so, but like, I hope it's good, is what I mean. Sorry, chat, 1 second. I have to be careful with my... Trying to not rest my arm against the desk as it is healing, and it's not working super well. You have 1 X-Files emote. I need to make some. I need to just take a night and draw now that we have the house back. Get you guys some X-File emotes. I don't even know what they would be. Actually, I'll just ask chat. Chat, are there any emotes you think we're missing? We've done kind of, I've got like a small list I'm going to be working off of. Anything you think that we just super duper need? Just like that. Just like that. Alien. Alien. This is alt heresy, like the loyalist traders are reversed. Random selection of Primarchs failing. Yeah, which one you rocking? I've seen a bit of both. It's always fun to like think about for the alt side of things. The what ifs. We need to go back and download all the images I've made. We just make a collage. We've got so many. It's really fun looking at like some of the early ones now. Now that we're like 8 seasons in. I want to believe would be it. I want to believe that GW would be affordable. Trying to think how that would be an emote. That would be a very squished one. I'll think about it. Because it's got to read at like 112 pixels. That's all I get, so. It's got to read well is the hard part. We need a goth mommy Magnus emote? You're so right. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? How do we not have that already? Alright, so 62. There's little burbs lined up. Perfect. Need slap paper emote to say the right thing in Ace Attorney. We do have rigged. Maybe we should do another Ace Attorney one. That's a good shout. Are you guys excited to get back to Ace Attorney this Wednesday? Well, evil vampire Sanguinius would be awesome. Agreed, Painted Soul would look sick. The D100 system in Rogue Trader is pretty fun. Personally a fan of it, even if it's not character friendly. Characters are not as fragile as Legend of Five Rings. Big fan of the D10 system World of Darkness, Chronicles of Darkness has. This is, I think, the Dornian heresy, which is the most fleshed out alt heresy, has Sanguinius falling to Slanesh. I could see that. I could see that. The Flying Saucer, just name it I Want to Believe. I guess, but then that's not something you really spam for it. I'll think about it. Think about it. It's gotta read pretty well here. I think I just landed myself in HR. You getting in trouble, Will? It was a joke. What did you do, Will? Making sure I didn't miss anything here. What did you do? I think it's a reversal of the fight against Angron on the walls in the Imperial House. Oh, okay. Okay. Mikey, welcome in. How are you today? Students for starting to get into the lore. The theme of this diabolic advisor. Affairs was the true instigator of the heresy. Went around and poured poison in the ears of all of his brothers. That's an interesting take on it. I kind of dig that. I could see that for sure. 1 million more. 64. The other half of the chest plate. I didn't think that was off cooldown yet. Interesting. 64. Cass, let chat give you gifts. Wasted Mind, hello, how are you? Sorry, I was trying to remember if I'd seen you in chat yet. What'd you up to today? I set a cooldown on that. What the fuck? Chat. Twitch. And now you don't get it all, chat. There we go. Now you don't get it at all. That's what you get. No, the first thing I did was troll William. Perfect. Our current training is unconscious inclusion. The lady asked us to type in the chat what we picture when we think nurse. I put female in the chat, which is a joke on my unit because I always get the old ladies who don't want a male nurse. She's going, well, yeah. Generally, when you put an inside joke out with people who are not in on the joke, it doesn't go well. I am the male nurse. I know. Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble. I'm listening. Typically. But an inside joke of people who are not in on the joke doesn't go well. Welcome back in. Alright, we are cleaning up this chest plate because it distracted me. It's Nikki now, and I like when it's Nokia, honestly. That's my favorite, like, autocorrect. I'll take being a Nokia. It cracks me up every time. Roger Wilco, welcome in. How are you today? We are working on Magnus. Trying to get his little chest plate together so we can slap it on. She's still going. I mean, yeah. How do I say that it was a joke? Well, I have stronger feelings on it than I'm gonna. Yeah. If you're a Nokia, at least you're durable. Exactly. I mean, what better compliment than being durable? Updated the channel icon. Oh, for me? I put a new picture on everything yesterday, too. Yeah. I was kind of waiting till I could get a photo with, like, more of my muscles in the tattoo. Then I realized it's not going to fit anyway. And I felt cute yesterday. And I rarely do. So I took a photo. And I updated everything. My manager sent me, shake my head, you did this in a private message. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Shot of the guns with tats. That's my whole profile. It's just my arms. That's my arm. I was gonna say, well, it's gonna have to go through another training now. Yep. While I understand it's an inside joke there, the implied that doctor equals male, it's what you're gonna get in trouble for as well. That's the implied there. Yeah, enjoy your harassment training. Is there actually a... There is, okay, cool. I can put the glue on this bit as well. Let's see, I have a mech I want to work on, but not work on. You want it done, but maybe you don't want to work on it. We'll find out if it's possible to strangle a grown man through teams. We're about to find out, chat. Place your bets now. They're the ones who fell to particular gods in Discord. Main themes I worked on are dark secrets. Secrets are tools of manipulation. That makes sense. Biggest one that did not work was before I read Betrayer. I'd done a Anground where Biggie had teleported him up, and he'd secretly gone down to the area Anground was being held. I then beat the shit out of him without reprisal or blocking. And then I think Twitch cut you off there. But that's okay, because we've got the Discord to read it all. Without interrupting. Alright, and then this goes here. I think... I'm trying to say if I want to leave this one off, actually. Does this sit higher than I think it does? No, the instructions are just a little weird. Okay, cool. You ever tried to jam a bunch of sprues in your plastic glue to make a thicker gap filler? I do, yeah. I've got a separate bottle of that I use once I get models together. It's very nice to have. It's very handy. I'm trying to decide if I want to leave this separate or not. I think we're going to, because it looks like it'll be easy to add on later. So let's just leave that separate. Sprue glue is pretty great. Yeah, it's pretty great. How does this plan to think when you're smooching with me? I think you might need to write your own, yeah. You can write that headcanon, yeah. Absolutely. Everyone can get in on this lore. Don't you worry about it. Everyone can get in on it. Bill, welcome in. How are you? Gee, thanks, Twitch. It's recommending that I waste my points. What you up to today, Bill? How was weekend? We are building Magnus le Rouge. Trying to get the rest of his little details on here. Then we've got a Praetor to build and a Kingdom Death Lady to build. I'm gonna try and link you their own emotes. It'd be oops emote. Because you guys never drop a model, right? Never. Been trying the watered down Milliput instead of Sprue glue. It also works fantastically, but it might be more expensive. I like to use Milliput. Milliput's pretty good. I really hate gap filling in general, but Milliput I think does make it a bit easier. I really don't like working with green stuff. It's fine, but I'll do it. I'm not happy about it. I do like working with the Milliput. He's not talking about how a patient died because the doctor had internal biases against other women doctors. It's... I understand you're trying to make an inside joke, but, the fact that, yeah, we do face actual discrimination in the medical field. I think you said more than you intended to say there, unfortunately. Considering every time I go to the doctor, I'm just told that it's stress, and I just need to relax. And no, like it's actual medical things. It's just anxiety. Harlequin solitaire butts, somehow trapped in a Thunderhawk with sanguinius and 2 lady custodians. Well, we know what Butts is working on today. We know what Butts is working on. So this weekend was good. Took a painting lesson. Watched too much DBZ. We love to hear it. Bill, I have to show you my new ink. I don't remember if you, Guys, let's not be... No. Stop joking about it. Stop. Bill, look at my new ink. I don't remember if you saw it yesterday. Well, I got Vegeta. And I got Goku. And I got... This is the awkward one because he's right in the back. Take a look. It's really hard to get pictures of them. So I will go back when I can to get some color. We didn't have time this time, just because she had someone after me. So we couldn't go long this time like we normally do. But they're all placed, so the nice part is I go right into color. We don't have to do any of the, like, setting the stencil and doing the line work, and we took care of all that here this last session, so. Got a quick glimpse of it, yeah! Thought you'd appreciate. It's fun watching you, like, cruise through the series here. What did you think of original series? I didn't think to ask the other night. So Tim, no, you're good. So that's my last big piece, and then I've got little like spots to fill with like smaller characters. So I've got kind of a spot here by Piccolo that might be background or a couple little things. I think the back's kind of more filled out. I've got to figure out what's going on with his elbow. It'll hurt whatever it is, but that's fine. Actually, I was surprised down here didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. So we'll get the smaller stuff figured out now that I know how much space I've got and finish up the sleeve. Gen Con events went live yesterday. Oh, is anyone else looking at Gen Con? What events are you looking at, Jesse? Do you have anything in mind? This goes on this side. Is it weird? I remember the bridge voices more than the actual dub voices. I do love when, like, a scene comes up and I think of it first in, like, the regular series, and then I instantly think of the abridged. JPEG says, chat, I did it. I built the Blissbarb archers. Well done, JPEG. What did you think now that they are built? What do we think of that kit? What's the name of the pig character? Oh, Oolong? I'm trying to remember if there is a mascot for Dragon Ball. I mean, Goku, I think, would... Or a Dragon Ball. Maybe put a bunch of Dragon Balls as filler. So that was the thought. I was also trying to figure out if I wanted to do my hand. And I kind of thought of doing, like, some of the items. So, like, the radar, a capsule. Get some of those little smaller things. A scouter. Kind of do a more like American traditional kind of style with it, and just collage a bunch of the items and stuff. That way it still kind of fits in with the rest of the arm, but I do get something there. I was thinking about it. It'd be cute. I think clipping them out was worse than the building. It's pretty awful all around, honestly. Pretty awful all around. Because I really liked it. Some parts didn't age well, but that's minor, yeah. Way more goofy, funny stuff than expected, and I was entertained. Really great to get back to stories. I'm sorry. Get the backstories of characters filled in. I didn't even know 10% of it. That is what I kind of realized when I went back for the original series, is getting just more of everyone. So getting more Yamcha, getting more Tien, getting more Piccolo. Because, like, if you start with Z, it's just like Goku and friends doing stuff. You know, more Krillin. I really appreciated it more going back. It is required watching. Gotta go back. Back when the humans were relevant, yeah. Honestly. Yeah. I think it also makes me appreciate Super a little bit more, too, because Super goes back to a little bit more of the goofy. Where Z is a bit more, especially like Cell games and stuff, a little more gritty. Super goes back to a little bit more of the silly, which I like. I like the balance. The advantage of not doing your hand is that for some reason you go somewhere a tat would not be acceptable. It could happen. You could wear a long sleeve shirt. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I know what you're saying though, Bill. Like if I ever had to go back to corporate or whatever, but yeah, I don't care. I know that's important for some people, but I appreciate you mentioning it, but nah. Devolver has a sale? What's on that sale, Avian? I guess while we're talking Devolver, anyone playing some games? What have we got, chat? I'm excited to play some more Hades this week. And once this is healed a bit more, some more Fallout. Doing the Dragon Balls on your elbow, one in the back of your hand. Yeah, so I've got the 4-star with Shenron. So we can mix them in, depending on where I need stuff. Smaller characters I'm hoping to fit in would be Bulma, and then I want Saiyaman. I want Gohan as Saiyaman. If I can smush him in over here with Piccolo, maybe. But those would be smaller. I was thinking about little Goten and Trunks doing the fusion dance down here. But we'll see. I know she doesn't like to do characters too small, because then you can't see like their facial expressions and stuff. So we'll see what she thinks. Oh, Manor Lords? I've heard Manor Lords is pretty good. I feel like the only thing I've seen is with early access, it's a little... Maybe could use a little bit more content, but obviously that would be on the way. I'm sure they're still working on stuff. You look like you surf. Well, thank you. I do not. I do not. Let's see, I've played 14 since beta on my Archon's Mark, eventually. The international channel back in 94, 96 or so was playing subtitled DB to Dragon Ball Z. And I love how the Tournament of Power really tried to make the humans able to hang with the Saiyans, but even Yamcha was never invited. They dogged on him so hard in Super between that and then the baseball filler episode, which is hilarious. He never recovered, yes. They dog on him so hard. Let's see, Avian for the sale. Mage with a gun, Inscription's really good. Cult of the Lamb, also very good. Pretty much everything for $3, Bro Force. Let's see, Ramirez is playing WoW Remix. D4 with the sign on hobby project stuff. Let's see, Termigan's playing V Rising still. If you want a good Devolver game. Oh, for Hotline. Guys, as I tried Manor Lords, it was micromanagement sim to me. I feel like on paper it looked interesting to me, but I'm kind of bad with the more sim stuff. I'll do it for a bit and then I'm good. I don't need to keep optimizing, you know? Some people really enjoy that. I kind of fall off after a little bit. Once I kind of see all the new stuff I can get, I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm done. I'm done. Nikki Roxy spokesmodel Coles, that's right. Also, I'm apparently Canadian and Ohio. And what else? What other deep lore am I this week? Throw it on. Why not? I've been tempted to pick up Shadows of Forbidden Gods again to see how far I can get in it. Know that one. We're taking a self-bias test. Be right back, chat. About to discover the ugliest part of myself. Number 1, Ohio Surfer Girl. That's me. That's me. Yep. What says I got? A frisbee and an Animal Well. Then didn't have much time to use it. Animal Well looks really good. I am kind of trash at those types of games, but it looks really fun. I was watching Cinder actually play through it. At one point, this is the cutest. I guess slight item spoiler. I guess there's a slinky in the game, and she picked it up and she went over to like an edge to drop it off and see what it did, and it slinkied down the stairs, and it was just the most joyful laugh that she. It was just like watching the streamer become a kid again. It was the best. Just watching this little slinky go down the stairs. It was really cute. But like the environments and stuff are really cool in it. Of course I'm sorry. Let me scroll back up here. One thing I've noticed about DBZ versus the Cartoon Network trim version. Okay, Kai. Some more goofy, fun stuff in it. It makes it more enjoyable to watch than I remember. I've actually never watched Kai. Partly because, like, they change... I say I know the story. They change voice actors, the music is different, things like that. I would want to keep all the more filler stuff type in. I've always watched Z. I'll always watch Z. But yeah, if that's some of the stuff that you like, though, Z is the way to go. Of course, there's some things they could not cut, like the Ginyu Force intro routine. Well, that's not filler. That's clearly important. That's clearly important. Also, you can surf in Ohio. People surf in, Lake Erie. It's shallow, so it makes it warmer. Both the combined makes for more waves. Well, there we go. I'm set. What more could I need? I'm not great either. Needs more lore, I know. That's part of what I love about Metroidvania is the story. From my understanding, Animal has a lot of like finding secrets and stuff, so I don't know how much of that would be considered lore, but finding the little secrets and things. Somebody watched OG Z when it was airing new episodes. I hate Kai, yeah. I mean, yeah, I grew up with Z. I'll always... That is my comfort anime, for sure. Obviously. Oh, that's my comfort. Coming back to it as an adult it's been very healing. Alright, next leg plate. Let's go. So is Magnus getting the normal workup or something custom? He is close to box art. I think we're going to add a little bit of like OSL to make him a little extra fancy. But he'll be pretty close to the box art. Yeah. Shadows of Forbidden Gods is a turn-based grand strategy game. You, the player, effectively a great dark power, like Sauron, Morgoth from Lord of the Rings. You manage your minions, starting off with a singular one, branching out as you go. Corrupt, burn, destroy. Bring the world to an end within 500 turns? Oh my goodness. Indie dev too, so I like boosting it. We love that. We love indie games here. Okay, well chat, if that sounds interesting, check out Shadows of Forbidden Gods. Right now we're playing Ace Attorney, but I'd really like to do some more indie gaming here on the channel. I love indie games. I love story games. So as we play through that, I'm gonna take a look and see what else we can bring on. That World of Horror that we were talking about the last time we talked about games to bring on stream look fun too. Very kind of Junji Ito inspired. That looked fun. You guys like the creepy side of stuff? Alright. Next leg armor. That all looks good. Blah, blah, blah. Exactly. Exactly. What else is going on? Let's see. We can go back. Avian was asking about the reveals this weekend. What do we think of the Warhammer reveals, chat? For those that didn't get to hang out with us yesterday, what did we think? I'm good saving my money. I'm also trying to decide if I get the Skaven right off the bat. I am really excited for them, but just not been spending as much on Warhammer. I've been working on other stuff. What do we think? Rats, they look good. I'll probably still get it because if I buy them individually, it's going to be more money. So, like, it makes sense to just go ahead and grab them, but I just haven't been working on as much Warhammer. Buy your Skaven? If I get the box, that way I can have it for stream, would you want my Stormcast, or are you wanting all the goodies? The book and boards and all of that. If you just want Stormcast, we can work it out. Absolutely. Okay, we've got books and stuff on his waist is what we're working on. He has another, like, little dagger. Try and see if I want to do that, or more scrolls. Since we're doing the sword, I may go with the scrolls just to mix it up a little bit. Do you want the... See, yeah, I would want the book. That's the hard part with splitting. Because Scott and I would still play. I guess I could wait on the book, though, if you're really wanting the book. I think I could get that separately later. Because I won't be playing, like, right out the gate. If you're going to be playing before me, absolutely, you should have it. You want to split. You get the spearhead, so you can tell us how that works. Yeah, that was kind of my thing. It's like, I want all the goodies to try all that. Because, yeah, Scott's got Age of Sigmar armies, too. I'm just having a hard time spending that chunk of cash, I guess. Gotta head to work. Lurk to help boost. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope work goes well. We'll see you later. Bye-byes for now. One day I'll be excited for Warhammer again. Yeah, just right now I'm more excited about Malifaux and Kingdom Death and some other stuff. It's been nice, like, finishing what's in my backlog before I buy anything else. I don't know. Definitely a little bit more cautious about adding new stuff at this point. Happy for the Sisters release, but I've seen how they're doing combat patrols now. It's not worth it to me, personally. That's fair. I thought it was interesting they both got a... Sisters and Gene Sailor both got a battle force and a combat patrol. Thought that was interesting. Have Beams bet on it for prizes and give proceeds to Trevor Project. They do. We're probably going to do a week of it as well. I'm going to be quite frank here. I need money. With the bathroom remodel and stuff. Yeah. That's part of why I would probably sell or split the Stormcast. Plenty money. It's the first box. Oh, I actually want both parts. It's nice when that works out. Or like when Scott and I can split a box. And you don't have to worry about what you do with the other half. That's really nice. JPEG's super excited for Spearhead. Good. Good. I know that you get to play more often too. So my other Sigmar player. Or my other Sigmar players, how do we feel about Spearhead? Would you want to check that out? Just stick to Age of Sigmar. Enjoying deep diving Malifaux. Finally getting to a new world with minis. I actually enjoy working on. That's fair. Scotsman, he's already built another keyword. He's ready to go. I do want to play some more Bushido as well, because that was pretty cool. Only got to check that out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling a little split when I didn't think I would. That's it's trying to navigate that, I guess. Especially with stream. Because if I'm to get the Skaven, like, at launch is the time to get it for stream and things. What does this have on the front end? Could you buy the box, sell the Stormcast, paint the models on stream, put them down as a business? Well, I can, but business expense doesn't do anything. It's just, it helps me with my taxes next year, but it doesn't do anything. I'm still spending money that I probably shouldn't be spending. Did you hear Bushido? You did. I want to get back to it here. How does this work? Hold on, chat. I'm so confused. You have to spend a lot. Yeah. I do not spend that much. It doesn't really do anything. What the heck? Where does this slot in? On the back? Why is this so intricate just to get covered up? Oh wait, that's this piece. I clipped the wrong thing. I might have. Hold on, chat. Sorry. Text art is such a joke. Unless you're already a Brazilianaire. Yes, exactly. It doesn't do anything. I don't know what piece I'm supposed to have. But I don't think it's that one. Go to independent person taxes. Yeah, it's it doesn't do much short term. Well, it doesn't do anything short term. It does very little in long term. At least in my size, yeah. At least in my size. Just like a little... What is this piece they're wanting me to use? I didn't click anything else. Because this actually goes here. With that piece. Let's go ahead and put that on before I lose it. This is a little piece. Oops. We'll end up in prison. Maybe. Maybe. I was bad this weekend. How are you bad, Avian? How are you bad? Magnus glorious mane, yes. It is like, it's 7 pieces on its own, if anyone has not built Magnus. While that dries, I'll show you guys, because this is ridiculous. I knew it going into it, because I've built one before, but like, his hair is full on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 pieces. And then you get to the horns, which I guess I was including in my head. Well, that's all of his hair. Take out my codex and cards from Amazon, get a slight discount. Then realized I didn't contact, the local game store. I no longer needed it. Well, hopefully they can find someone to have it. I'm sure. Oh, there's the piece. Gosh darn it. So tiny there on the sprue by itself. I went and told him I didn't need it and bought a box of egg sentinels and white dwarf to cover the cost. Get egg. Yeah, I think the only hobby spending I've done is Kingdom Death Sale. It's nice. Trying to keep it that way. It's been really nice finishing up like the Titans and getting some backlog done. I think I want to just keep on that, but I do want Skaven, so I'm a little conflicted. Has anyone else picked up any goodies here? Sounds like a lot of people picking up the new Army Painter paint. I'm excited to see what you guys think. I'll be passing on that. I'm excited to see what you guys think. Other than that, it's been Kingdom Death for me. I'll go ahead and file it while it's on here, because the piece is so small, I wasn't able to get a good grip on it. Oops. I think I'll need to name them Egbert, Egg Assault, Scramble Squadron. Execute. Take it from Pokemon. Steal from Pokemon. I feel like it's legit just me, but that said, I love the bright reds and blues it has. Wait, what has? Did I miss that, Norman? As I bought some more Tau. We enjoying the Tau then, it sounds like. Good. Glad to hear that. Okay, so that's where the cloth goes. I have it separate, is why it's goofing me up. This will go here-ish. What does this go? It goes over the cloth. How annoying. Okay, well, the book's staying off then. That should be fine, though. We do the dagger. That'll go over the cloth, so that'll have to wait. We can put that other arm that we built on, though. That's good. Oh, the Fanatic paint line. I got you. Okay. Thank you. Glad the bright colors work well, though. That you like those from that line. I like to paint with the Army Painter, but only glazing. They don't cover well. I'm not a fan of their paints, which is why I'll be skipping the Fanatic line. Like, even if they are better, I just... I have not enjoyed working with their stuff. I will be skipping it. Primary says I went a little overboard buying Pro Acro paint recently. They're nice paint. It's easy to do. Easy to do. Oh, I haven't disliked the results of a test so much since the Horse Heresy quiz. Uh-oh. Did we learn some stuff here? Well, I smush Magnus's arm on. Alright. Because we're doing a nicer paint on Magnus, we're gonna hold this for a little bit longer than I normally would. Doing that so that we don't have to use as much of the sprue goo and gap filling a bit later. We'll still have to do some along these seams, but the more I can hold this on here and smush them together, the easier it is later. So we're gonna hold here for a second. That is my term, yes. You smush it. If you're not smushing, you're not building right. You gotta smush it on there. We're just gonna hold it for a second. Or 5. And then I think that is everything ready for gap filling and then priming. I'll keep the rest of it as sub-assemblies so we can have an easier time painting. Wings for sure, weapon for sure, cloth, because I believe those are white. Those will be easier to airbrush. Definitely easier, at the very least, off of him. Apparently, my group of people I am most biased against is myself, non-Hispanic, Caucasian, 30 to 60-year-olds. Interesting. Interesting. Let's just send Will hates himself. Breaking news. Come on. Glue for me. We can move on. And so I can get a sip of coffee. I haven't finished my coffee yet. Alright. I think we're good there. See what else we got here. Wings are on. Okay, so we do have shoulder and arm plates, and then we're good. Sounds about right with all millennials. Too late. Cancel, Avian. Cancel. Oh, that we hate ourselves? Just kidding. Take it all back. It's true. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Okay. Let's see. 67 for the arm. We'll do that one first because it's easy. That's the worst. When you're holding 2 pieces together and you have a food or drink nearby, but you want to pick up. I know. It's just like, I want that. And I don't want your arm to gap on me. I think we got it, though. Looks good. Am I unbanned? You're unbanned. For now. For now. She wants anyone in the class to share their results. Dare I speak up? Yeah, how did that go last time? What did we learn, Will? Let's take a moment to reflect. What did we learn today? I think you're right, Jeff. Proud of you. Let's see, speaking of Imperial Fists, the other thing I do need to build are Imperial Fists. For those, I have kind of more specific instructions on loadouts and poses and things. So I'll probably do those off stream, just so I can make sure I get all of that and kind of check them off as I go. But soon we'll have Imperial Fists, and yeah, Thousand Sons will kind of be the focus, those two. We will bounce back and forth as my hobby butterfly ways do. I've got the old Empire commission I'm finishing up this week. It was a lot of batch painting, so I left them off stream, but it's the old mounted pistoliers. I've got this cute little, like, orangutan that I need to paint that goes with them. I'm being used as a conversation piece. Yeah, Cass, Will's finally learning. She's gonna specifically call you out for the result. Yeah, now you've set the stage here for them, for sure. All right, now when you get the shoulder, so 74 and 75. Think of the consequences before speaking. Your life will be better. This is the pot calling out the kettle. Is this Imperial Fist Commission all the same person? So yes, it's the one we did the Hospitalers for, those white and yellow ones. The Salamanders and Thousand Sons are a project, and then the Imperial Fists are a project, if that makes sense. Okay, there is Burp Skull. Now we need the piece that it sits on, which is 76. Getting close here. One of my coworkers is biased against Caucasian white males. Okay, same group. The lady wants the coworker to think about how that could make me feel. I don't even know Will, and I'm already feeling exasperated. No one is asking me. I'm right here. No. We're gonna let other people speak for how you might feel. Well, I mean, they're making them think about it, you know, not just answering. Let someone ask, but Will, how saying something about him will make him feel. Well, you're trying to get the other person to think about that, right? So they think about it every time. If Will just tells you, you're not thinking about it. I'm really excited to paint this guy. So we get more of the details are kind of they're taking a little bit to put on here, but they're really fun to paint later. Let's see, the other thing we had is this week we're celebrating 6 years as a Twitch partner, so thank you everyone for all the support. Thanks for hanging in here with me for 6+ years. That's pretty nuts. It'll be 6 years of full time here in October. I'm very excited. So thank you everyone. Between commissions and streaming and all that good stuff, thank you. I made a post on Instagram, and I threw something on TikTok this morning. I'll throw my socials in, because I've been bad with socials with the remodel. If you want to check those out. I threw the Reaver Titan on TikTok, and then I made a little post about Twitter partner on Instagram, if you want to check that out. 6 years of baller content, let's go! More to come. I'm very excited here for rest of year. Next round of commissions I'm about to email for, so if you're on the wait list, I'm going to try and send out a couple emails this week. I think we finally got to where I want to be. It took longer than I thought it would, but we're here now. No, it's also in October. What's that, JPEG? Because it's something that served as interesting most of my life. I have my work filter well developed. Yeah, there's always the work mode, right? Thank you, Smith Chris. I appreciate it. Your birthday. We can have birthdays together, JPEG. Birthdays together. When we see Mousebait, if Mousebait comes in here today. I don't know which day it was, but I think Mousebait has a birthday here. Scott just had birthday. Lots of birthdays. I did finish Shogun. I really enjoyed it, Wasted Mind. It was very good. Very, very good. I need to put some cheeky birthday ideas on her. Wait, on my throne? Wait, whose throne? God just had a birthday. I didn't see these spots before I glued them. Hold on, chat. Fuji's on, yeah. It was very good, though. I really enjoyed Shogun. I think those, like, mini-series, where it's, like, the 10 episodes or whatever, always end up being, like, my favorite things, too. Because you get, like, a really good story, it's contained. They do, like, a really nice job with presentation and all of that. I feel like those mini-series always end up being, like, my favorite to watch. It's okay, everyone forgets about Scott. No, Steve, look and say, who put all these Skaven on my throat? Scott, how was your birthday? I know you got stuck doing bathroom stuff on it. Remodel birthday, not as fun. AV6 Scott, more like A1 Scott. Now he's a steak sauce. It was crap because all the remodel work and corporate work. Yeah. We'll have to do something late here. Got that with success another. Wait, planning more seasons. Wait. I thought that was the same ending as the book. They're not going to Game of Thrones it, are they? They wouldn't do that, right? No. The author has more books. Okay. So it would be different stories? As long as they don't Games of Thrones it. Not a sequel. Okay. I'm more comfy with that. I thought you meant, yeah, that they would do a season 2 of Shogun. Who said Game of Thrones? That's what I'm saying. I don't want that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out for the basing. I don't know if we'll use it because we have the sculpted bases. I'll go ahead and cut it out just in case. And we have our scrolls. Just gonna throw these into a little baggie so we can get the sprue out of here. Okay, I think we got everything off here though. Looks like everything. Cool. Double check. We'll get the dagger too, just in case we want it. I don't want to hold on to these giant sprues for forever. Okay, so sword is off. And then this one had head options, which I'll just snip in case we ever want to use it for something. Honor first, welcome in. How are you? Oops. I want them to do King Rat, a bit of modernizing character, and I think it would go like gangbusters. Should I read that, Avian? Like, would you recommend that to read? Right now, I am reading a Stephen King book. It is, oh, what's the date? 11/22/63. It's based around the Kennedy shooting. And it's really interesting so far. I didn't realize the book is as big as it is. I thought it was like half the size. So at first I thought it was going really slow, but now I understand that no, my expectations were different. But it's been good. I haven't read a Stephen King book in a while, so it's kind of fun getting back to his writing style. So I'm like a third of the way through that. It's funny to watch how quickly Game of Thrones vanished from the zeitgeist after season 8. Guess House of the Dragon is bringing it back. I enjoyed the first season of that. I'll watch the second one here when it comes out. Is anyone else going to watch the new one? Okay. So all of our sub-assemblies and extra bits, I'm going to throw into a baggie so we have them. I'll worry about cleaning up the base bits if we're going to use it. But I have a feeling we're not. I'll hold on to it for now. I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here too. I don't think the wings are going to fit, but I'll try. Oh, they do, barely. Ouch. Well, yeah, so what if they use they, them pronouns? The chat room and the VC exploded. Oh, very uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studio. Yeah, it is. It is tough. You use those pronouns. That's the answer. Done. You use those pronouns. George R. R. Martin was lamenting how Hara is finishing his own story by the time to write House of Fire doorstop novel. I could see having to tie up all those ends and making that exactly what he wants. I could see how that's very, very, very difficult. And again, he doesn't owe us anything, so he doesn't have to do anything. If he does, that would be great. I would love to see, like, his vision of how it would have ended, but he doesn't owe us anything. I'm glad he's enjoying all that money I'm assuming he made. Alright, chat. We're gonna leave Magnus here. Everything else is sub-assembly. I will do a little bit more gap filling before I prime. He is good to go. Excite. Which means we're going to switch over to this little Praetor for a little bit. This is going to be the quickest, easiest build ever, but it needs to be done, so let's do it. House of Dragon was generally good, though. Yeah, Patty, is it Constantine? Was excellent, as was Matt Smith. Matt Smith was very good in it. I really enjoyed it. And enjoyed seeing him in something else. Because, like, he was the Doctor when I started Doctor Who. So it was cool to see him in something very different. Because I haven't seen him in a lot of other things. He did a very good job, yeah. I'm serious up the steps. He talks so much about smack about other authors in interviews, and it's like, dude. I think I've definitely been, like, when I'm looking for books to read, I tend to now look for finished things. Because the other one I enjoyed, that we're never going to get a third book, was Name of the Wind, with Patrick Rothfuss. And, like, that book 3's never coming, so kind of feel like I wasted a little bit of time there. So yeah, now when I'm looking for, like, book recommendations, I tend to try to find ones that are finished, or the author is, like, really cruising. Really, really cruising. Easy build, yay! This one's gonna be fun, because it's a heresy model, but we're gonna make it 40k. So we're gonna bring the blue, the turquoise, to this mini. So it can be used for 40k instead. Excited to do that. You start watching Who after 10. That's fair. I know it's not for everyone. I enjoy some Doctor Who, but I'm also kind of in and out of the series. He doesn't owe us anything, but I invested time and money in that series, so I do not feel guilty backside myself entitled feeling of being annoyed at him. On the other hand, the last Game of Thrones book put the story in such a weird place. Maybe I'm better off not knowing. That's fair. That's fair. I think being annoyed makes sense. It's the people that are, like, very, very loud on the internet, and he has to finish it, and blah, blah, blah. He doesn't have to do anything. Doesn't have to do anything. Picked up a series by an author named Shannon. Oh, is that the, like, City of Brass and, I don't know what the, Daevabad, I think is the actual name of the trilogy. Something like that. I've heard those are very good. I've got them on my list a little further down. Yeah, I've seen those. I've heard good things. You'll have to let me know when you start what you think. It's a Dragon's mostly filler. It was such a long read. I mean, it was setting up. There's a lot of setup here for the end. I think I have to remind myself what was in which book. It's been a long time since I've read the book. Gosh, that was like my first corporate job. I remember reading it like on my lunch break. It's been a while. There's a tragic figure that may or not be cringe. I just think the character is sympathetic, but the prejudice against them during the time. Time it was written may or may not be good. I don't know if the book aged well. That's fair. I may, if they're gonna plan to do more series, I may try and read that one ahead of time. Because I heard Shogun is very good. But now I've seen the series, so I probably wouldn't read it. Or at least not anytime soon. So 8 book and 4 and 5 happened simultaneous, but separated by location was weird. Yeah, I get it. I didn't enjoy 4 as much. I remember. How does this fit? It fits around. That's do I have that backward? I might. So that's a weird fit if that's correct. Okay, that feels better. Still not great. I need to step a little bit more on this side. Or the sequel for Shogun. I didn't WTF myself, yeah. But if it's other series, that makes more sense. I would check that out. Is anyone else reading any good books right now? It'll be a while before I can start anything else, but the other one I kind of want to start is the Red Rising series. I've heard good things about it. But I've got just a giant list of fantasy and sci-fi I want to read, so that's what I tend to kind of stick to when I read. Still doesn't feel great. Did I get more information back here? Not really. I want to read, the Dune novels. They've been on my reading list for ages. I feel like a lot of people, especially with the second movie, have gone back to either reread or read for the first time. I feel like this should sit against it, but it doesn't. Just doesn't. I'm rereading the Southern Reach trilogy, Area X. There's a new book coming out for it soon. Not heard of that one. Okay, I don't want to cut too much more, but... Okay, that does feel better though. I'll do a little bit of gap filling on this end. Looks a little weird there, but with some gap filling, we should be good. Oh, have you read it too, Evian? Okay, that looks better. Now we'll get weapon, which I'm surprised is not bent. Well, that's pretty good. I feel like 4 drilled, you just assume you're gonna have to bend weapons back. This one we're actually... That's pretty good. Thank goodness. Head out and touch grass. Best of luck, Mikey. It's really nice here today. Enjoy it here before it gets too hot. Have a good one. It was nice hanging out. Catch you next time. Bye-bye. Got everything. Here. The rest of this week, I'm trying to think what we'll have tomorrow. Be miniatures of some sort. Wednesday, we're going to get back to Ace Attorney, which I'm very excited about. If you would like to catch up on Ace Attorney, we've already done two streams of it, but they are up on YouTube if you want to check that out. Get caught up. I'm going to try and do them like a trial at a time. So we're going to get through as much of 3 as we can here altogether. Because it's really awkward having to stop in the middle. If it ends up just being way longer than I think, then we'll still take a break, but I'd like to do it all at once if we can. Because then we don't have to, like, remember clues for a whole week. Things like that. Annihilation is the first book. Okay, they made a movie out of it. Might have objection. I need to get on admin stuff as well. Apparently when I go fix the silly cooldown for the X-Files theme, I need to throw that in. I don't know why it took my cooldown away. Because it definitely had one. The final book makes it worth it. It still lacks a sense of closure. I think that's the reason he released the 4th. Oh, okay. The book I was surprised that I put down was Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I was just not feeling that book. I don't get the hype. I don't get it. For all the grief I give GW, I don't think there's a range they have as many absolute bangers. Oh, as the Praetors? Yeah, all the Praetors have been great. I need to move that hand up a little bit. There we go. I was considering picking up the new Space Wolf one to make into something. Just because he's cool. I still kind of want the Emperor's Children one too. Just because, again, cool. I'll put him in something for 40k. This part not bad. It's a solid okay. It's a solid okay. I think it's way overhyped. I still want to try Way of Kings, so the larger series. I'll at least try it, but if I end up just kind of feeling the same, I'll drop it again. Hey Valcion, welcome in. Low-key kind of Sanderson's writing. It feels very safe, you know? It feels very safe. Which is, like, fine, but it doesn't... not making me rush to keep reading, if that makes sense. How are you today? Welcome in. It's very safe, it's very fine. Which, unfortunately for me, translates as boring a lot of times. But some people dig it. It's not for me, or at least Mistborn wasn't. I'll still try the other series before I fully give up. Sanderson's the savior. Well, he finishes things, you know? I think there's a lot to be said for that, based on what we just talked about with Game of Thrones and everything. Like, he's a good writer. I just think it's a little safe. But yeah, I mean, he finished Wheel of Time, which is pretty crazy. Got his trilogies. He's got big books still working on. Yeah, my girlfriend. Oh, Morton Reaper fan for her name day. Yes. Realizing that I got an opposite problem regarding gifts. Too few opportunities to gift all the things I want to gift her. Eventually, I will get to those books as well. He's got a baby's first fan. I think if you're starting with fantasy, probably a good shout. I have been reading fantasy my whole life, so I wasn't impressed. It was fine. She struggles with death trauma a lot. I read them and know it's a great, unique view on the concept. Get to read through and process it here a bit. Alright. Look at that. We built the second miniature. Done. He will get a sculpted base, but I'm gonna go ahead and tack him on here for airbrushing. Dunsies. Alright. You guys know what that means, right? So we've got time to build some Kingdom Death. That means we get to work on this lovely. Your favorite Discworld book? I just did Color of Magic. I was gonna start there and see if I liked the style. But then I think that series I would definitely hop over to. If I like it. Riot, hello. How are you today? Alright. We're gonna see how fiddly this is. There's art card. Let the art card be our guide. We do get some game content, so if you've not picked her up or if you're thinking about... She'll probably be on sale again this summer. See what she's got here. Just slept in. Is that okay? Are you able to? Oh, I guess, do you have the day off too? Try it. Come on. Okay, so this comes with... You get the Black Star Bikini. We also got Ghost Garters on the legs. Ghost Garters on the arms. More gear page. And then how to use the patterns. A little cheat sheet for how to actually use it for the game. Bees, good morning. How are you? We are about to build this lovely because we finished up Magnus and we got a Praetor together. This lovely is up next. I know she will need gap filling, which makes me a little sad. I have seen from other people building her the how her booty lines up is probably going to need some gap filling. So it's not great fitment like some of the others are, unfortunately. So we'll see how we do here. Doing all right. Glad to hear that. Best part about Discworld is you can pick up almost any book and read it. I've seen the, like, maps of what you can do, too. So, like, if you want to read about this, start here and then go over here. I was gonna stick to kind of the maps as I go. But yeah, I would like to read some of those books. Alright. Small stretch, and then we dive in. There's one critique I do not get on R.R. Martin. The injection of history realism into his fantasy. Almost all fantasy books with feudalism, knights, kings, are never grounded in human nature. Game of Thrones is a reaction to all that fluff. Wait, you don't like bringing in more of the real life stuff? That's specifically why I like it. Fill in the booty gap, that's right. The three-dimensional projection for Discworld, yeah, crazy flowing linking between books. I want to dive into it. I want to be part of it. Alright, lunch break from meetings. How is the Praetor? He's good. Which means it's time. Oh, I didn't let him sit long enough. Dang it. In my effort to troll Will, I took him off the super glue. Alright. You do like, yeah, that made it much more interesting to me. I like the more realistic fantasy. The low fantasy, I guess they would call it. Okay, so it looks like for this sprue, in case anyone else, we are switching. We're going to be building, what was the full title again? Summer Goth Twilight Princess? No, Twilight, not Princess. I'm Zelda-ing. Okay, we're building Summer Goth Twilight Knight. And this is the art card. She's very pretty. You guys mentioned doing summer projects. I think she's gonna be mine. And we're just gonna dive in. So if you guys have not built these larger ones, they do label it. So the larger model is A, the smaller one is B, and we're gonna build the large one here. So we're gonna start right off at the base, in case I need it to help position anything. If you've not built a lot of Kingdom Death, they don't come with instructions. Building from the torso out is the best way I have found to kind of keep everything together. So we're probably going to start there and build our way out. Well, that's the plan. I want her. Hopefully she's available again this summer. I would think they bring her back. She's very pretty. I feel like she was a popular sale pickup. So hopefully they bring her back, in case you guys like her. I will do my best to try and get her done here, so maybe a shot at the newsletter? We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's start there and see what we got. I think I got kind of torso and booty started. I dislike the critique. Oh, saying that there's too much reality. I got you. Yeah, I would also dislike that. I got you. I agree. I like the realism. The more grounded fantasy are my favorites. When you get a little out there and like way too much magic and kind of that kind of stuff, you start to lose me. I'm not as interested. The peasants are happy with their station in life? What? Alright, there's base. Let's get some of this. Looks like we are missing the other leg, but we'll get that. Problem is, fantasy implies changes to the society. Society has changed. Why should our historical feudalism happen one-to-one? I don't mind it being one-to-one. I think it... how do I put it? I think using that as, like, a tool to kind of help world build makes sense, because then it's something that the reader relates to really closely, too. Like, that's easy to pick up. I don't mind it. But then, obviously, they're going to have their own in-universe things that are different. Because it doesn't bother me. Is there anything by David Gemmell? I don't think so. Is there a series or a book that they are known for? I don't think so. Does it sound like they would be up my alley? YouTube algorithm clearly trying to get me to watch Frieren. I also need to watch Frieren. Wasted Mine. Oh, maybe I watch that instead of... Now that I've finished Shogun. Maybe I throw Frieren on the old watch... The watch list. I'm proud of myself for finishing Shogun. I'm so good, or so bad about keeping up with shows. Proud of myself. Your critique of R.R. Martin is that the time he wrote about the wall being tall 700 feet, a fan thought it, he was, no, that way is because it's needed. I made the first visualization for the show and went, why is it that tall? That makes no sense. You can binge it, all the episodes are out. I do like that. Like, if I can get caught up for the next bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up these pieces. I think I am missing something we need, though. I'm at the moment trying to watch Dota Anime Season 3 while Girlfriend's away. It's an interesting season. They defeated final boss of the previous 2 seasons in Episode 1. That's an interesting way to start, yeah. 10 episodes of ESL versus One Piece Bros. I mean, I'm still watching mine. I'm still watching One Piece. I got the next few episodes lined up here with One Piece. Ready to dive back in. I mean, that and X-Files, I've been kind of set for a bit. Another shorter would be nice. I need to watch the latest Kaiju number 8 and My Hero. I'm not caught up right now. Maybe tonight I will catch myself up. I think Demon Slayer also started back up. I'm not, like, huge on Demon Slayer, but I like to keep up with it. Then you watch that. I think it's a little overhyped, in my opinion, but it's still pretty and the characters are neat. So, I watch. He did Low Fantasy pretty well. Okay. I love his Journey series and Fall of Troy series. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Thank you for mentioning him. Yeah, I would say, in general, my tastes are kind of Game of Thrones, The Witcher series I really like. I think what some of my other favorites would be. I like a lot of fantasy. I'm getting more into sci-fi. I didn't read as much growing up, but I'm reading more of it now. Bro, so hello, game and book specifically? That's right. This Netflix bullshit. How are you? Welcome in. We are building this lovely broso. Witty. We finished building Magnus. We got a Praetor finished up. And now we get to build her. I'm very excited. I was running out of tufts for my Eldari army. Ordered more, but the color is clearly different. Oh no, I'm sorry. Game of Thrones is super sad. Why do you like it? I like sad things. Mess me up emotionally, fam. Mess me up. I like it. Oh, hello! I'm a longtime fan of that insert mini name. I figured. I'm like, Rosa's gonna appreciate that we're finally bringing her on. Longtime fan. You don't like being sad? That's fair. I like things that make me uncomfy. I like Junji Ito. I like Game of Thrones. I like Berserk a lot. I like things that make me uncomfy. Make me feel fake world, because I don't feel... Yeah, the real world? Exactly. Yes, yes. Give me the fictional sads. To escape the real sads for a little bit. Dark Souls. Kind of same feel. I like that stuff. Which one messed you up so I can avoid? I mean, none of them have really messed me up. I just enjoy the darker stuff. I wouldn't say any have actually done. Where does this go? Hold on, chat. What are we doing here? Okay, this goes here. That helps a little bit. So does this fit here? It does! Okay. I was trying to do the wrong thing. Okay, so. Leg underneath. Did you really watch something you're not crying 2 minutes in? No, you didn't. You didn't. Your child of the 70s, 80s trauma was constantly dropped on us. And this is the first example of what I mean by... We're gonna have to gap fill. Because even when I smush this together, there's still a bit of... We're gonna need some sprue goo on her little booty. This is what I meant. This is where it starts. This model I already knew. It's gonna have to. Black Bladder, welcome in. How are you today? All hail the sprue goo. It's so great. How are you? But we're gonna need it this time. Yep. I think the other side from other people building it is worse. I was able to close this one up pretty... It'll still need the goo, but... So just found out there's a tattoo show on the 31st through 2nd in a couple of weeks. It sounds like it's something I might have to do. Go check it out. You wouldn't get one though, would you? I have to ask. Would you try to? Or are you gonna wait for your artist? Just go check it out and wait for yours. Speaking of crying, I legit cried watching the newest episode of Taskmaster. After 17 seasons, they had the biggest team task failure. Uh-oh. I am not familiar with that, but that's pretty crazy, it sounds like. It's an interesting thing. We watch things knowing it's going to be emotional trauma, like Grave of the Fireflies. I actually still need to watch that. Booty must be smooth like brain. You know, I don't think my gaps are as bad as the ones I've seen. I feel like I'm jinxing myself, but I feel like this is going better than some of the others I've seen. I wouldn't get a walk-up sort of one, but it's a cool show to go see. Yeah, it's from my artist went to one of the anime ones, and they had all like the contests and things, so you can walk around and watch them doing that. You can, I mean, a lot of them are taking appointments and actually working there, so you can kind of see the process and how everyone's doing. I've seen sad things. Oh, I'm turned off stuff brain. It would be fine a way to let positive things. I mean, I do. I just also enjoy media where I can, I guess, safely feel some of those feels. I mean, I've had my share of stuff as well. But being able to do that in a safe spot, I think is very important. You're probably better at assembly than most folks. Maybe. That could be part of it. I think I assume that Kingdom Death people, probably just because their builds are a little bit more difficult, have probably done a little bit more work with assembly. I think is what I just assumed. But maybe that's incorrect. Okay, for anyone following along, because I have had some comments on YouTube of people following along for Kingdom Death. Doing the torso now after we got the legs. Just because instructions are not available for a lot of these things. Gotten a lot of comments on YouTube of people following along. Taking Scott's job. I think he's ready for me to take more of it, yeah. Yeah. Scott's got his like own job and stuff. Weird. Weird. Ruby's on Crunchyroll. I think so, yeah. I have a feeling big YouTube and collab with them would have forced me into a subscription. I like Crunchyroll. I would say I probably preferred Funimation, but now, obviously, Crunchyroll has taken over all of that. I like it so that I can watch in bed. Sometimes I just want to get off the computer for a bit and go watch in there. So someone using diluted white superfine milliput as a gap filler. Yes, still needed sanding down. I usually do that for bigger gaps. So I try to get away with just like the sprue goo. But if it's a larger gap, then the milliput is what I tend to use as well. Yeah. All right, so then for anyone following along, this is her back piece. We're going to match up those there. That. I write documentation for a thing I did. I'm tempted to just do the thing. I always hated when I had to write documentation for things. I always like that feeling of like, okay, well, when we fire you, I'll at least have how you did everything. And it just made me not put any effort into it. Scott's job isn't being snarky in chat. I mean, he's very good at that too. I could see why you think that. I could see why you think that. Moonlighting at his next Sullivan Studios contract renewal. We'll have to stamp that out. That's right. And then we make him be on the conference call with his webcam. Throw it all in. Gonna make him go to a happy hour. It's going full corpo on him. For me, it's at least when I forget, I will know how to do. But in the moment, I know why. So why would I write it? Yeah, mine was always that thought of like, okay, well, when we let her go, we know how she did that. It's like, well, why would I put effort into doing this? Where's that? I need a streamer banned. Too late. You're stuck with me now. Missed a nub there for you. Do another dry fit. Make sure this is gonna fit okay. Ah, much better. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm having much better luck than some of the other assemblies I have seen. So that's good. I was a little worried. We'll still need a little sprue goo, but this is going much better. I love she's got the, like, studded emo belt. It's my favorite thing. Good news, Scott! This Friday is Pizza Friday and Hawaiian Shirt Day. The shirt is mandatory, absolutely. I've got mine. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. I'm here for Pizza Friday, though. This is the best. Mush all this together now. The old write down, tell me everything you know routine at work. Always a fun answer. Well, shit, where do I start? My favorite thing when I did have to do those was, like, there's always those things where, like, if this doesn't work, you, like, try a couple kind of not... Probably not something you want to write down in, like, an official document, or it's like, well, I just kind of hit things until I get it to work. Like, there's a couple things I can try. I always get to, like, those instructions, and it's like, well, how do I write this down for someone new? Even if I wanted to write all this down for someone, how would I? I think we're... Sorry, I'm looking at all the pieces we got left. I think we're to legs. Let's go ahead and clip those out. Go from Scott submits his resignation. You know what? I'm surprised he hasn't already. After that big Custodes commission, I'm surprised he hasn't already. Then I gave him a ton of night. Yeah. Luckily, this next night one is only 2. Makes it a little easier. Alright, let's get legs figured out. Gonna have fun painting all these stockings with very, very, very tiny black lines. Get forgotten, then get picked on. Are you feeling the love? William Scott is leaving chat, so you can give him a big hug now. That's right. Scott, are you ready for your race tonight? That's going to be zoom in on his channel tonight. You guys want to go catch some racing sim? Sadie would like you all to know that the mail is here. All right, let's get her little shoe. I finished the coffee finally. I had a good 2 weeks where I wasn't murdered by the bad skull. If never magically good enough to make a living as a commission painter, I'm not. Leave mind the health insurance seems scary enough. I'm very glad I can be on with Scott. If I was doing this completely alone, yeah, that would be scary. Is she borking? We did get a little thing to try and help with the borks. It basically makes like a higher pitch to get her attention. So we've been trying the quiet command, and it's slowly working. She does kind of settle down a lot faster. But she still likes to bork. But that's been kind of interesting to train with. U.S. healthcare system, yeah, and I have really good health insurance. Yeah, you know, it's a mess. We need to just... At some point, I know it won't happen. Just burn it down and start again. Yeah. Yeah. That's the only way to fix it at this point. Burn it down and start again. So I would say I am fortunate in that I get to hop onto a plan. Blonde Cat, welcome in. I was planning on spending in kit bashing. I'm not sure I want a 40k army. It's so much models and money. I mean, you don't have to kit bash, I think is my other... Don't have to kit bash. But welcome on in. How are you today? I feel like a lot of people are kind of in that boat. Like, I know for spending, especially, I'm just like, well, how much Warhammer can I actually, like, afford at this point? I think more and more people are starting to feel that, Blonde Cow. I'm seeing more and more people work on skirmish games and things. Or just, like, finish an army, call it good. The new Stormcast look good. They do look good. I like the characters a lot. But the kit bashing is the fun. It does add some more time. That's for sure. But if you're enjoying it, then... I guess chat, for those picking up the new Sigmar box. We go on Stormcast, we go on Skaven. No, Matt Scythe excited for Stormcast. Noob and I excited for Skaven. Skaven, yes, yes. I should actually start working on all these, right, Avian? I've kind of enjoyed doing just that, so I have to decide if I actually want to get Skaven right off the bat. I do. Okay, hold on. I'm missing some pieces here. No, because that's arm. How do your legs work? How do your legs work? Miss ma'am. I've got one kind of under. Okay, that's weird. Cutouts for the little skull on her garter. Get this real good here. Skaven! Someone else want those Stormcasts? I'm sure I can do that. I'll have to figure it out if I want to spend the money. Get a little discount. I would probably do our local store just so I can have the Skaven right away for stream. Fortunately, with Landmine, I have to wait for shipping and all of that. And that is kind of tough with stream. Landmine is great, but if I'm trying to hop in on the hype, I gotta have them like right as they come out. Okay. We have head options. She has either just kind of open face, or she does have a mask. I think we're gonna go full face. There's another one here. Is that for hair? The difference. slightly more eye makeup, it looks like. Okay. Let's go with that one, actually. I kind of dig that. Okay, I'll go with that. Let's get the hair cut out. Does anyone have anything coming up this week we're excited for? Scott and I have agreed that we're taking some time off of the bathroom project for a little bit. Gonna do all the things we've been missing the last couple weeks, so. He mentioned he wants to go to the game store. I want to play some video games. We'll dive back in maybe this weekend. Just us. For next steps. Yeah, I'm gonna have a catch-up week, basically. And then I will let you guys know for Memorial Day. I kind of want to take a little time off, but I haven't decided how much or which days yet, so I will let you guys know. I may just take that Monday. Have a quiet day. I don't want to cancel another Sunday. But yeah, what do you guys got going on this week? Nothing excited till the weekend. My birthday's Sunday, so I'm gonna see Furiosa and get my nails done. Love that. Sounds like a great birthday. Happy early birthday. We have so many May birthdays. Alright. Finish up the hair. Alright, this goes... Where does this go? Okay, hold on. Back up. Where does all this slide? Let's go here, and then the hair comes over. Kind of working backwards here. That doesn't look right. Does it slot into back? Yes, it slots into back. Brain did the weird thing. I need to not spend till next payday. Oh, that's today. That slots there. And then does this will slot here, I'm assuming. Looks like it does, okay. And then face will slot there. Okay, we got that. That's why it's important to dry fit, chat. Make sure all these pieces go in the right order. The nice part with Kingdom Death is, especially the new ones, have these cutouts where you can kind of troubleshoot like I just did. Kind of piece them together. Hold that there for a second. And pull this in for our reference. Hey Tony, welcome in. How are ya? We are building my summer project here. We've got Summer Goth Twilight Knight. How are you? Trying to get her hair and face and all of that together at the moment. So slot into that. Want to make sure that's all a really good connection, so I'll just hold it here for a moment. I think the only thing, it doesn't look like we'll have an issue because the arms are pretty easy. Sometimes you'll want to do like the arms or back before the hair. But I think we're going to be okay this time. They don't have a whole lot of overlap. Just had a McDonald's 30 pack of nuggets and jumbo. Oh, you get sweet potato fries? I'm jealous. Ate too much? That sounds really good. We don't have sweet potato fries here. From McDonald's. Just have the regular. 20K is so silly, yeah. The 230 Battle Force box is 31 models that come together to less than 1,000 points. That's I think part of it is especially with some price increases. I think for some people the math's not mathin' anymore. Myself included. I'm glad I have the armies that I have already. Like, if I tried to start an army now, ugh, I don't want to think about it. Because even the, when we do Emperor's Children, that's going to be a slow pickup probably for me. I don't want to think about that. Hoping I can smush her little arm on. Okay, for anyone with building, I would probably do that arm before the hair, but I am able to sneak it up in there. Well, yeah, you ate 30 nugs. That's a lot of nuggets. It does sound good, though. Meanwhile, the 265 Scaventide has more than 1k for 2 factions. The launch boxes like that are usually the best deals, yeah. Because they're trying to get more people in with the additions. That's like a big starting point for them. So they'll take that to be able to bring in more people. They'll take that kind of, I don't know if it's technically a loss. I feel like maybe there's not as much margin on it, but for a starting one, yeah, they'll do that. Bear Hugs, welcome in. How are you? I just redid my list of hobby pile stuff. Pretty sure I've got like 4k points of, sorry, 4k worth of points for main armies. My list of unbuilt models is so big. I may have gone on the search for alternatives to the 4-drug custody tanks. Yeah, I don't blame you. They are cool, don't get me wrong, but between 4-drug pricing, the problem we had with mold release, like we had to go over those things several times. I don't blame you. I think Scott had to bend some of it back. I don't think they were as bad, but... Don't blame me at all. Alright, let's get this other arm on. Yeah, I should have done arms before. Okay. They can still fit in, though, so... Arms first would have been easy. They do still... I can still get them in there. The Ranciers aren't bad missing piece aside, but my Hornets and Lynx were all cast like shit, yeah. It's... Wardrobe pricing versus quality is definitely one of those things. As you look on what you want to build next. Totally get that. I mean, you guys know that large custody project like burnt me out for months because of all the forge world issues. That's why I got so behind on some of my commissions and things, as I was burnt the heck out. Is it hard to magnetize Custodes' bikes? What would you be magnetizing? Is the weapon? I keep wanting to put my arm on the table and I can't. This is very, very uncomfy. The gun missile launchers at the front of the bike on the bottom. Trying to remember. I don't think it's too bad from what I remember, but it's been a bit since I worked on them. I don't think that would be bad. Chat, has anyone magnetized Custody bikes? Anyone that can help us out there? I just haven't looked at them in a bit. Because from what I remember, I think they just attach at the front. Like, I think it's one connection point. I don't think it's super, like, built into anything else. Hey Jackson Winners, welcome in. I'm experimenting a bit with a black plasma. Okay, should I highlight like normal with white where the plasma meets gun? Go reverse and have it be darker. My idea was like void energy. I feel like reverse would be kind of more the mood you're going for, and could be really cool. Welcome on in. I think, yeah, if you're going for void, I would go the darker. What do we think, chat? If you're gonna go with plasma, if you're thinking more of a void energy, what do we think? I think that could be really cool. Go up to the umbrella. It looks like it does. Okay. Hey, Marathon. Hope you're having a good day. We are building this lovely from Kingdom Death. This is the Summer Goth Twilight Knight. And I'm picking out the last little bits here for her. And then we've got to figure out this umbrella. Or parasol, I guess. When she's together, I'm not sure what we're gonna build. I do have the new Black Knight kit from Kingdom Death. We could potentially keep building. We'll see how we feel here, I guess, after we get her together. If this parasol is really annoying, maybe we just end a little early. I don't know if this was the answer. If I recall, it's really... Okay, that's what I said, Broso, but it's been a bit since I worked on them. I didn't think it was a lot of connection points or, like, overlapping bits. Thanks, Switzers, for leaning. Good. I think that would work pretty well, Jackson. Hope that's what you're looking for. Did you say what those are going on, or just black plasma? What yeah, what model is that going on? I'm curious. We've got the void energy here. Weapons just slot in and out, so the thin and light magnet should suit fine. Perfect. Thank you, Broso. That's what I figured, but I wasn't sure. It's been a bit. Let me see where this ends up. Okay. Because if we can leave the parasol separate, I'd like to do that too. Ooh, and Chaos Knights. That's gonna be sick. Yeah, because you've got the room to make that really cool, unlike the bigger weapons too. That's gonna be so cool. That big old plasma gun is gigantic. Lots of room to experiment with that black plasma effect. Very cool. I really enjoyed the Chaos Knights we worked on here on stream. I'm excited we get to do a couple more. That was a fun project. Knights are just fun in general. I think between all of the, where the heck does this go? Between the custom stuff we did for the Knights, and working on all the panels. Nights are a fun time. Get out of the gym. Sounds good, Ravenlord. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye for now. I'm excited. I decided to take off the second skin for my tattoo. And because I did that, it means I can work out here in a couple days. And I have not been able to for a few weeks now. So I'm excited to do that. Since I won't have that on, it means I can work out. Which is kind of another reason I wanted to rip it off. If I'm honest. Okay, we've got a lantern and a skull still on the base. We need to get the little ribbon for her hair. Looks like we've got some, like, starfishies, too? I don't know where those go. Let's start at the base and we'll work our way up there. Figure out where they go. Oh, Is it the top of the... It's the top of the lantern, I bet. Well, maybe not. Hold on. That's all B. Umbrella. Let's clip them out and we'll see. It looks like the lantern has a top as well. Maybe these. Oh no, there it is. Just upside down. I don't know where the starfish go. Flip them out, we'll figure it out. Just removing skin, you know. You know. The second skin, for those who haven't had a tattoo, is basically a big breathable bandage. And it's really great because it keeps all the extra ink in there. If you do the full color like I normally do, you end up with a lot of plasma, and keeping it on there helps it to heal. But my skin seems to be very sensitive to it, so I had to take it off because I was very uncomfy. I was having a bit of a reaction to it. So if you see that, time for it to come off. So now I'm stuck healing it old school. Lots of washing it and keeping some aquifer on it. It does feel weird when you take it off, though. It's kind of like peeling like a sunburn. It does feel really weird. Alright, there's our cute little lantern, which I think goes over here. Looks like... I never know how close it is to the art. Looks like it goes here. Here it was. Time to doff these flesh bag disguises. I mean, don't let me stop you, parents. I'm just explaining mine. I'm not telling you what to do, you know? What are you up to today? I'll try and figure out where this skull was attached. Panda, hello, how are you? We are building this lovely, so it's going well. What are you up to today? Trying to get her base all situated. And we'll give her a little ribbon in her hair. Can you connect, Mr. Skull? Let's see Oh, maybe it sits on the star. Let's try this. That does look like it goes there. We'll go over here. And the skull sits on top of that, maybe? Question mark. Peachy, took a mental health day off work. I am so glad you did. I hope today goes really well for you. Do you have something you're wanting to do today? Read a book, play a game? Anything like that? Your hands just got done doing the dishes. Might assemble some minis, or just melt from the heat. Uh-oh, is it already time? It's starting to get pretty warm here. I think we had 90s the other day. It's definitely starting. It was gross and muggy out the other day. Alright, I get the right angle. Sits flush on our base. Glad we get some little starfish. I didn't know that was even a thing on here. Where did I have it? That looks right. Let's see. Panda's tidying up the house, get some food, maybe do some painting or assembly. Sounds like a good day to me. Enjoy. Glad you're taking the day for yourself. Was 85 out when we were climbing this weekend? It was awful. Yeah, that sounds gross. I'm sorry. He has, like, some sculpted underneath, and I don't know where that's supposed to, like, fit. Because on the art, it's, like, right next to the sword. Oh, I guess there is a little divot there. Okay. I just missed that little spot for it. Okay. I'm just blind. Okay. There we go. It is next to the sword. It's just being sneaky. Are you eating leftovers lunch? Probably, yeah. Get easy. Kind of figured it was pizza night tonight. I think my Warhounds and my Terrabelle and Nighthead come today. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited to see your night all together with the bell. Goodness. Alright, let's get her little ribbon in her hair. I mean, I guess since we have time, we can build the small model, too. I don't even know what the small one looks like. Oops. Oh, come on, you just fit. There we go. Put a little bit more to Mia here. Smush it. All right. So I have this separate. We need to get the little umbrella, and she'll be good to go. It's just 4 pieces here on the spruce, so hopefully this isn't too bad piecing together. I'm guessing it'll build off of what we've got here. Like, I don't know if I do it separately and then put it on there, or take a look. I need to finish my Reaver with you, Scorch Panda. Since we got the leg plates all airbrushed, I need to figure out how to do the Melta cannon. Might look at some examples here today. Art, see what I want to do. I think that's kind of the last big thing left, and then I'll do decals and weathering for the Reaver and those little warhounds together. So I guess I should get that figured in for the rest of my week here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all of them, and then we'll piece them together. Like a puzzle. I'm seeing there is a slot on the side, so I'm guessing there's a correct way to piece all these together. See if I got weathering and the final details for my Lancer. Yeah. Did you end up finding some good videos? Something you want to try? Something to do for the icon. Oh, above the head. For the ones I've done, I just did the same trim color and I did a little just extra highlighting on them. Or if you have another kind of accent on the metallics. I know for AdMax, sometimes they'll do like, obviously it's the black and white for like the cog, but you could maybe take inspiration from that too. Alright, let's try and piece this together. That's not it. It's gonna be a lot of just trial. Okay, this one does fit. So looks like we've got unique cuts for them. I haven't looked at them yet. Maybe I'll do that today. I see a witch hunter. Wait, what? What's up? Alright, then we need to see if this needs a slot in here. Looks like it would be above, so let's see how that works. Oh, wait, somebody says I'm a witch. Yeah. He's just jealous because he doesn't get to borrow the hand. Just jealous. I want this so badly to fit here, and I don't think it does. I think that's above. I feel like it's just gonna slot in, right? Like it has to go around this? Look. I feel like the slot's supposed to hold these in place, though, because otherwise it's not super solid. Hold on, chat. Let me dry fit the rest of this and see. See what we see. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. We've actually got like a Cut out at the top. I feel like it has to go like that. Let's get this next piece on and then we'll wiggle that in there. And then we're gonna let this cure for a while. Panda is a witch! I'm sure that umbrella will never break. I am glad it's a display piece and it's gonna sit on my shelf. I'm glad I'm not having to transport this anywhere. That's for sure. I'm gonna, even before we do that, I'm gonna let that sit. Let's take a little break from her and work on the big one. Just to let that glue set up a bit more. We're gonna force it onto the, that bit there. Let's just let that dry for a little bit. We'll move on to the little one, which I don't even know what she looks like, so let's go for it. Oh, welcome back. It's gonna rain, so I'm back. What I missed? We're working on Kingdom Death. Yeah, so this is the Summer Goth Twilight Knight. So right now, we set her aside because this umbrella we're gonna put together. And I don't want to mess up the gluing. So I'm gonna let that cure, and then we will build our little one here. She gets her cloak back in the small version. I'm just gonna go ahead and clip everything, so everything off the sprue, and then dive in. Since we don't have instructions anyway, it doesn't matter what number and things they are. Cool beans! I thought so. I thought so. Chat was mentioning summer projects. We were trying to figure out what we want to do for the June challenge. And when they mentioned, like, summery stuff and skin tones, this is the first model I thought of. So I figured get her out and get her built. Even if it's not for the challenge, I do want to work on her for summer here. Alright, I think that's everything. We have 2 of the face options left that I might just keep use for staff. You never know when you need an option. I didn't realize Kingdom Death was plastic. For some reason I thought they were resin. So some of the, if you do the brown boxes, like the special collector's ones that don't have like the game content, a lot of those are resin. A lot of the ones with game content will be plastic. And especially when you have these like larger ones, a lot of them have plastic and then a big and a small piece. So one of them you can use in games, it's game size, and then the other is the kind of painter scale, larger scale mini. So she does come with, you can actually get her a bikini in the game. And there's a pattern and everything for that. But I'm painting blue skin tones right now. That would be, if we do skin tones, it would be for any skin tone. So if you wanted to work on something like this, if you wanted to work on something like orcs, if you wanted to work on anything with a skin tone that you can practice, was kind of what we were thinking. What do we think, chat? Do we want to do skin tones for June challenge? As long as you're working on some skin, you're good? I feel like like myself, I would probably try to pick something like this where it's a lot of skin tone practice. But I switch it up. I've been doing the blue devil dudes for a while. The Nephilim have some undead doggos I'm going to work on next. That sounds fun. Yeah. I say switch it up. Think something a little different for a bit. I got... Well, technically Scott got, and then I'm benefiting. We got the Untold Tales, which means I get another lady for the story keyword. I'm pretty excited. So he got this boy, and then I've got these. So I need to build those at some point. I'll probably save it for when I work on all the story stuff together. I heard that Nikki had 30 nugs for lunch, and now I'm impressed. You should be. I just unhinged my jaw, consumed 30 nuggets on stream. Sure, that works. As I put 4 of our gaming tape measures onto the shelf. 3 of them have the lock broken. That sounds about right. Yeah. That sounds about right. I mean, they're like cheaper tape measures. I'm not surprised. Alright, gonna go ahead and glue this leg on. Bandit goblins, welcome in. You've accomplished so much, Scott. Take the rest of the day off. I agree. Take it off. You're done. Yours got one. I did look up when you mentioned you had her. I just love the name. Squid Pidge. I don't think she goes with the keywords I have either for Rezzers, unfortunately. Because I have... What was the keyword? No, I don't remember. Urami? How could someone so small consume so many nugs? That's my secret. I'm all chicken nugget. I'm just a big chicken. Molly has forgotten her own keyword. Rezza Resurrection is some neat, gross models, but it's not my thing either. I think it was just the Arami, and then some of it goes with my 10 Thunders. So I think Yan Lo opens up some Rezzers. And I think those are the only ones I was kind of interested in. It's the ones that go with that specifically. So kind of the 10 Thunders, Rezzers, crossovers. I'm probably all I would get. Where's the chicken command? It's one of the best clips. I don't remember if it made it over. It's probably, yeah, maybe gone. We can recreate it. Basically, what I did is there's some files from the old bot, and I tried to grab as much from that as I could. But if it wasn't in those files, then I may have missed it, is all. And I don't remember the exact wording of some of them. The majority of the contents of the Zoraida box I'm unsure about using. Is that the, like the one with multiple masters in it? Because I've got that as well. In the closet, oh shame. No. I really need to figure out another color to use on my knights. Still waffling between ivory, white, or maybe orange, since red made them too Christmas. I don't think it was too... I think it would be the amount of each color you use. I think you could do it without it being too Christmas. You could also go into more of a burgundy if you think the red was too much. Burgundy with your jade would be cool. I don't know if you're interested in that, but I think it's just the amount. How do some of my gamer subslavers? Yeah. There are some things for automod that if someone else were to come in and say those to me, not happy about, so I go ahead and throw them in the old blocked phrases. She's the Swamp Fiend, yeah. Neverborn Bayou cross faction. I only bought it because the Wallgeists are also Fae. I think there was in that box another character that either Scott or I wanted, so I ended up with her. I don't remember exact details now. Does the skin tones have to be humanoid skin tones? No. Could be possibly Gorm skin tones, lion skin tones, any type of skin tone. If you want to go kind of the more traditional human skin tone, if you want to go orc skin tone, if you want to go, I don't know, anything else. Gorm, yeah, things like that. Just a time to work on skin tones, I think, is kind of the idea. How does this flow? Am I doing something wrong? Am I missing something? I might be. I feel like the hair needs to go here. It does. And then the face, which it looks like we've got options again. Maybe we do the mask for the little face. No, I want them to match. Okay, let's do this first before I get started. This goes here. It'll be predominantly jade. Just want to do all the panels fully in jade for every night. Oh, don't want to. Stop acting like it's Monday. I was gonna say, because you were looking at like the ivory too. You could do jade and ivory with accents of the red. And I don't think that would be Christmassy at all. I think part of it is the amount of color that you're using. This is how weird gets you. Oh, I know. I totally get it. That's how I ended up with gremlins on accident. Totally get it. Fates Entwined. Oh, okay. It was your box then. And I just ended up with Zoraida. Polar Command being gone to the void's a bigger tragedy than I imagined. Oh. That's okay. The clip is still safe. It's just not in the bot right now. Sorry for the angry tree that's Nephilim. Oh, the Weirdwood something? That sounds cool, yeah. There we go, now she does. I'm excited for the big frog. Hopscotch? Yes, Sadie. Jade, ivory, and red can wear. Gotcha. Thank you, Sadie. Sadie's very smart. I think if you do kind of color proportions, it's not going to come off Christmas. Or sorry, that's what Sadie thinks. Sadie thinks if... Oh no, should I have done this arm first? Wait, how does your arm work, ma'am? Where does this go? Does it go behind you? What is this? Okay, I think that has to be Sword Arm. Sword Arm Online. Okay, that's in front, I'm pretty sure. She is a smart doggo, at times. Have you ever place to talk, Malibu? Yeah, absolutely. I'm waiting. Jezzy mentioned Gen Con. I think that Black Blossoms box is gonna be out here very soon. And that'll probably be my Gen Con pickup. Excited for that box. It's very cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see Wasted Mind. I think you'll be good though. If not, you get a lot of that done, and then if you need to swap out the red, you've already got a good start. So you've got things you can kind of bounce off of and play off of. I say dive in and see what you think. Houdini and Hopscotch are in the Total Power June release. Excellent. Well, heck, I'll get them too for Gen Con then. Total Power. Amazing. That's it for a bit. Okay, well, she sits. Let's go back to the big one. Love how weird releases are frequent, but they're not overwhelming. Yes. It feels like you can actually, like, finish your stuff, and then the next one will be out. Which is nice. Okay. So let me put this together. I think it needs to go like that, right? That little ledge will fit there, I think. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna glue it. And hope for the best. Oh, wait, we gotta figure out... Oh no, we can fix the arm later. Okay. Okay, okay. That's with another Fey Lady too. Oh, okay. To the app! Waiting for the stagehand box to release. Our Gen Con order is just getting larger as we talk. You know who else is frequent and not overwhelming? Me! Will is the Malifaux. The real Malifaux is the Will we met along the way. Please glue together. I need you to. Alright. Why does it feel like I'm gonna have a gap? Because I shouldn't. Okay, we gotta angle these a little bit. Gotta angle down a bit. I'm never beating it. I think you're right. I agree. I agree. Stay, please. She and the tree are both on my Neverborn keywords. It's nice when it works out where the models you like are what you're wanting to get. Guys, I'm getting plastic into my... Need to not let that happen. Alright, and then this needs to slot into there, but also connect here. Okay, let's try the other way. Let's try this piece first. If it's still being a butt, then I will do it off screen. That's okay. I want to get this while we're together. I want to get some Malifaux, but stupid bills keep getting in the way. I feel that. I feel that hard. Why must everything be so expensive? I'm gonna give this one more try, chat, and if it falls apart on me again, I'm just gonna do it off screen. For anyone else who may be building this, you do have to kind of bend it slightly in for the umbrella. Otherwise, you'll have kind of that gap I was fighting. This might be I secure this piece and let it dry for a bit. Move here. The story actually happened upon a box with some of the Day of the Dead Malifaux. Nice. I really want to add on to that one. I was a little annoyed I couldn't get the colors to work how I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna leave this for after stream. I'm getting frustrated with it. That's never good for on stream. So let's go ahead and get this last arm on, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Thank you everyone for coming to hang out for a build stream. Really appreciate it. I'm excited to get some new projects started. Get my little catch-up day today. See what all I got going on. We will paint something tomorrow. I don't know exactly what, but we will be back with more minis tomorrow. Oh, I think that's why I was having trouble. So I think it goes in front of her. Or I could, you know, look it up and see how this actually... Let's do a quick look up. Because I have never actually seen the smaller version of it. Okay, Summer Goth Twilight Knight. Not Princess. I kept trying to say Princess. Oh yeah, she's like full on holding it in front of her. Okay. This is what we need. I was never gonna get that. Okay. Now that I know, it should be easier to angle. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. Easier said than done. gonna take this arm back off for right now. Just try and line up this one. Is this supposed to go over her head like that? That looks kind of weird. But I guess it does. Oh, the other thing that kept me from buying it was no price marked. I didn't know if they stocked Malifaux. Maybe they have game night. They found some great 3x3 mats for pretty cheap. I also might do some heavy cardstock trains since I'm traveling next year. Get back for the guilds for Malifaux. Where did you find your 3x3s? Which ones are you looking at? While I try and wrestle this arm back on here. Okay, I want her to be holding the arm. Get the ankle. There we go. Okay. The sword is way up there. It's very tall. He's holding it way up there. We're on a base. Get the right side of the base. Big box or smaller box? Smaller box with the skeleton on the horseback. Yeah, so that one has, I think, 3 models total. But it would be the horse and then the 2 guys with the crossbow things. Yep, that's the one. Alright, chat. I'm gonna leave her umbrella for after lunch. I'm gonna let that cure for a bit and then figure out the rest of it. Otherwise, I feel like it's just gonna keep falling apart on me if we try it now, so not really worth it. I'll take the time with that a bit later. Let that chill. Okay, curse you, umbrella. That's right. But we got a lot done today, so let me recap. We got Magnus all built, so he is in sub-assemblies ready for paint. We got our little Praetor built, so he is also ready for primer. Summer Goth, we will get the umbrella together, and then she will be ready. And then we got the tiny one that I don't want to pick up just yet because she's gluing to the base. But we got a lot built today, so I'll take it. So much chaos. I don't. Chat. My lovely clients have decided it is chaos time. My lovely, lovely clients. Praetor looks dope, he does. Here is the page that comes with him. He's cool. We're gonna make him 40k colors, though. That's what I got. Alright, well, we'll be back with more mini painting tomorrow. Thank you everyone for coming to hang out, spend a chill build day with us. If you want to come hang out in between streams, we got our Discord. If you want to see what else I'm working on, there are my socials. Thank you, Slam. I posted a little post about 6 years as partner on Instagram if you guys want to go give that a like. I threw the Reaver Titan on TikTok this morning if you want to check that out. And then YouTube, we're going to get back to videos here as we get back kind of into the swing of things with Remodel done. So go check that out as well. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Hang tight. I'm going to see who is on that we could raid. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.